Hi everyone, welcome back. How are you all doing? Okay, so today we will be discussing about a new concept. We were discussing about articles in the previous video. So we have seen what are the mistakes, errors and all, how to just fill in articles. Now we will be going with parts of speech. I know you all know about it very well. So we have been listening about this since our childhood. Parts of speech. What is this all about? Parts of speech. So what is speech? Speech is nothing but, see, what am I doing now? I'm just talking. So to talk, what is it that I'm using? I'm using some words which are just combined to give some meaning. I'm not just babbling something which doesn't have a meaning, isn't it? I'm using words which give some information. So when these are all framed in a pattern, in sentences or in phrases, so we call them, or when it is being delivered, we call it as speech, right? So it doesn't mean that only while we talk we will be coming across this. So this basically parts of speech, when we are talking about, we are trying to tell about a sentence. In a sentence, how a sentence is being divided. Each word which is being used in a sentence has got some meaning. What exactly it conveys. Okay, so coming to parts of speech. In a sentence, how the sentence has been divided. So basically, there are 8 parts of speech. What are they? You all know. Noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Okay, so noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. These are the 8 parts of speech. So in these again there are so many classifications or types we can see. So today in this class we will just discuss about what each part of speech is about, and then we will be just going through all the different types of parts of speech. Means in nouns, how many kinds of nouns are there? Under pronouns, how many types of pronouns are there? We'll just formulate everything under one roof today. And later on in the coming videos, we will be discussing about each part in detail with examples and word and also like example sentences, and we'll even see like what is the correct way of expressing them, and like if there are any mistakes, how to identify the mistakes and all. So these are the things which we will be covering in the forthcoming videos, right? So today, so we know what a noun is. Noun is called, here like for simple understanding, I'll be just giving you, you can say a 2-word answer or a 1-word definition. So noun is in simple a naming word. Noun is a naming word. What does it name? It is a naming word. That means nouns are words which are used for giving names. For names of people, person, things, for animals. Okay, for like we can even say classes, right? Like if we want to express some ideas or concepts, all these things come under nouns. So nouns are in simple naming words. Like you can say your name, my name, all the names, the things around, the thing which I am holding, the thing on which I am writing, All these are things. Similarly, names. Generally, we will be using the names. Suppose my name I just write. Okay. This is a noun, name. Or if you want to name an animal, a tiger. Okay. Or you can even say about things. Board. So, okay, here I won't be giving a detailed explanation about all these things. I'm just telling you, for example, we will discuss about types of nouns and like different kinds of nouns in detail again. Right? So, here our concept is only to understand the various parts of speech, what they are. So, naming word, what does it name? It will name people, place, things, okay, and even ideas. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is, again, here I have told this as a naming word, isn't it? We call pronoun as a replacing word. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is a replacing word. What does it replace? It will replace the previous one, the noun. It will replace the noun in place of noun, the words which are used in place of nouns. Frequently, we won't be using nouns again and again and again when we talk in sentences. So, we will be using this, that, he, she, it, all these things are pronouns. So, we will discuss about pronouns also in detail, but I am just giving you a basic idea. So, what a pronoun is? It is a replacing word. What does it replace? It will replace you, me and all. Right? So, it is replacing the noun. So, replaces what? Nouns. That is a pronoun. What is adjective? The next part of speech is adjectives. What is an adjective? We can call it as a describing word. How do we call it as? Describing word. Adjective is called as a describing word. But whom does it describe? Adjectives will describe. Whom will adjectives describe? Adjectives will describe again nouns and pronouns. Whom does adjective describe? Adjectives will describe nouns and pronouns. What does this describing means? Describing means telling something about a noun. Okay. What is this? This is a noun I said, isn't it? What is that? That's a board. That's a board. What type of board is? Which board is it? It is a white board. What is it? It is a white board. So that means this white which is there, it is actually describing the board. So that is called as an adjective. So this particular adjectives, we call them as describing words. They will describe whom? Whom will they describe? They will describe the nouns and the pronouns. Right? Next comes, so they will describe the nouns and pronouns. They will describe the nouns and the pronouns. Next comes verb. What is verb? This is very, very important part of speech we can see. Verb is actually the action word. It is action word. Action word means will it act? Yes, it makes everyone act. It makes people jump, it makes people sit, stand, walk, talk, everything. All these are actions. Right? So, verb is an action word in simple. That means whatever work which we perform, that is termed as a verb. So, verb is an action word. What is it? Verb is an action word. What kind of word is it? It is an action word. So, that is about verb. So, just like I have told, run, talk, teach, all these are action words. Okay? So, verb is an action word. Next comes adverb. adverb. That means this we can call it as a modifying word. See, I am just telling everything in a single word, we can say. Noun is a naming word. Pronoun is a replacing word. Adjective is a describing word. Verb is an action word. Adverb is a modifying word. Whom does it modify? It will be modifying the verbs, okay, the adverbs and the adjectives. What does the adverb do? It will be modifying, it will enhance it, it will give more enhancement to the verb. Right? What am I doing? I am teaching. I am teaching. How? I am just talking loudly. I am talking. I am talking loudly. So this word loudly is actually enhancing what? Talk. So talk is the action. Talk is the action which is being done. That is the verb. So regarding this talking, how am I talking? I am talking loudly. So that means this loud is the modifying word, which is nothing but the adverb. Right? So what does adverbs do? Adverbs will actually modify the verbs. So adverbs modify the verbs, adjectives, and some cases adverbs even. Right? So how do they modify? By using verbs again. Right? Next, coming to prepositions. How can we just term a preposition as? Preposition can be termed as a relationship word. This is a relationship. This can be taken as a relationship word. What is a relationship word? It just frames a relation between words or phrases. Like, I am keeping this on the table. The pen is kept on the table. So there is a pen, there is a table. How are they two related? They are two related in such a way that pen is going on the table. Okay? So they are related. So we can call prepositions as relationship words. Right? So what do they relate? They will relate words. They will relate phrases. So in detail what phrases and all are, we will discuss. Right? You can check other videos for that. Right? Next is conjunctions. What are conjunctions? Junction. Junction is always an intersection, we can say. It is a common place where two or three meet. That is what is a junction, right? So conjunction means we can say joining word. This can be termed as a joining word. This can be termed as a joining word. So it will join what? It will join sentences, it will join words, it will join phrases, it will join clauses. Conjunctions are words which will join words, phrases and clauses. Right? So those are joining words like and, okay, above, and, or, either. All these words are like again conjunction words, right? Next goes interjection. What are interjection words? We can simply call them as emotional words. We can call them as emotional words. Why are we calling them like this? By knowing them with a single word, we can remember them for long. Okay, you don't need to struggle hard. You can just remember them easily. So, conjunctions are nothing but joining words. Conjunctions are joining. Oh, I'm talking about interjections, right? Okay, interjections are emotional words. What are emotional words? Or some feelings to express a sudden feeling. If I'm happy, hooray, I did something great. So, the words which will express happiness, joy, sadness, all these words, that means they will express the emotions or feelings. Those are called as interjections, right? So, in simple, noun is a naming word, pronoun is a replacing word, adjective is a describing word, verb is an action word, adverb is a modifying word, preposition is a relationship word, conjunction is a joining word, and interjection is an emotional word, you can say, right? Is that clear? Sure. Like I have told you, I'll be telling you about all the different types of parts of speech. So first we have seen nouns. I'll just tell you the types. I'm not going to explain anything here. I'll just tell you, or I'm just framing all the different types of nouns and pronouns and adjectives and all, so that like they'll all be under one roof. So later on each and every part will be discussed in detail. So different types of nouns. How are nouns classified as? Common nouns, proper nouns, common nouns, proper nouns, materialistic nouns, next concrete nouns, abstract nouns, concrete nouns, abstract nouns, singular nouns, plural nouns, singular nouns, plural nouns, collective nouns. I don't think whether it will be visible or not. I'll write them here. Collective nouns. Okay. Then compound nouns. Next, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Okay, once again I'll repeat: common noun, proper noun, materialistic noun, concrete noun, abstract noun, singular noun, plural noun, collective nouns, compound nouns, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. So each type of noun again we will be discussing in detail, right? So these are the different types of nouns. Okay. Next comes different types of pronouns. What are the different types of pronouns? Okay, coming to different types of pronouns, we have possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns. Okay, personal pronouns. Personal pronouns, relative pronouns, reflexive pronouns, indefinite pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns. I'll write it somewhere here. Interrogative pronouns. Okay, intensive pronouns, reciprocal pronouns. So these are the different, one last one, like we can even say, this generally we won't come across, archaic pronouns. Okay, archaic pronouns, this is a different term again. So these are the different types of pronouns which we come across and we will be discussing in detail. Okay. Then comes verbs. Then comes verbs. What are the different types of verbs? Regular verbs, irregular verbs, linking verbs, you can say auxiliary verbs, transitive verbs, intransitive verbs, finite verbs, infinite verbs, modal verbs, okay, action verbs and stative verbs. Right? So these are the different kinds of verbs: regular, irregular, linking, auxiliary, modal verbs, finite, infinite, transitive, intransitive, action, stative. All these are different kinds of verbs which we come across and which we will discuss in detail. What is the next part of speech? Adjectives. Right? So what are the different types of adjectives? Again, adjectives like pronouns, we will be having some similar kind of names. Possessive adjectives, okay, proper adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, okay, demonstrative adjectives, participle adjectives, participial adjectives, okay, you can say limiting adjectives, descriptive adjectives, interrogative adjectives, okay, attributive adjectives, distributive adjectives, how many of you know all these kinds of adjectives, nouns, verbs and pronouns? And compound adjectives. And predicate adjectives, comparative, this I think you know. Comparative adjectives and superlative adjectives. Okay, so these are the different kinds of adjectives. Like we have seen possessive, proper, interrogative, descriptive, demonstrative, limiting, attributive. Okay, next coming to compound. Next, what else? Predicate, comparative, superlative. All these are different kinds of adjectives. I have formulated or tabulated everything at one roof because under one video, because instead of explaining them, if you know all the kinds at once, then one by one when you know them, it will be easy for you to remember forever. Okay? So next. So today, like we have seen types of noun, what are the different parts of speech, types of nouns, types of pronouns, types of adjectives, types of adverbs, and did we go through types of adverbs? No, I don't think so. So, types of pronouns, adjectives, verbs and nouns. 4 kinds we have seen. The other 4 in the next class we will be seeing. Okay? Please do like, share and subscribe, and please do practice, and we'll have a detailed explanation about all this in the forthcoming videos. Thank you.